Aha! We are live on the internet. Hail and well met, weary travellers, and welcome back to the fireside. It's time for another chapter of the Polyhedron Collider Plays D&D. Tonight, once again, we have the Champions of Chance, and we are myself, John, as Xanhorn the Bard. We have Rory as Havarl the Paladin, Paul as Cenza the Cleric, Ben as Benjin the Barbarian, and last but certainly not least, our benevolent DM, Steve. So, Steve, if you'd like to once again step into the torchlight and resume our story, we shall continue.
So, in the last session, you left Waterdeep with the Orb of Dragonkind, and you blipped through one of the Harper teleports from Waterdeep to Yatar. From Yatar, you made your way across to Tribor, then down the long road to Westbridge, meeting various other encounters and such like on the way. Then you headed into the Crypt Garden Forest, where you encountered Old Norbone, or Claugimator, the ancient green dragon who lives there. Who basically told
green dragon,
terrifying green dragon with their this thing's about the size of an aircraft hangar. Who basically told you hand over the dragon orb, or I kill you and take the dragon orb, and you all kind of went, all right then.
We brought you this dragon orb.
And she informed you that answers to the questions you seek can be found at the Eye of the All-Father, which was in the
Valley of Kedron.
Valley of Kedron in the spine of the world. He said, while you're heading there, you are to look for Harshnag, the frost giant.
Indeed.
Who can aid you.
Yes.
And the last thing we heard was basically her giving you that information and then flying off deep into the forest.
So we're not dead.
Not dead.
Yay.
So I guess, we need to head north to get to that stuff. There was a gentleman, and I use that term extremely loosely, called the Weevil, that you mentioned as well. Some outlaw who was on our way north, who had some sizable reward waiting for him.
Yeah.
Given that we never seem to have any money to do anything useful with, and it's on the way, this seems like a reasonable thing to do. So perhaps our best bet is to head back to via Tribor to Yatar, and then we can teleport north to Mirabar.
That was exactly the plan we came up with at the end of last session, wasn't it?
Exactly.
I believe he was he in Xanfarl's keep, so we'd have to go south of it.
Yeah, but we need to go there to pick up the warrant, don't we? Because we don't know anything. It was the caravan master who told us about it.
Yeah.
He didn't know many details, so we have to go to Maribor to get the information to then go get this
Right.
dwarf.
Oh, smoke alarm!
Sorry, my neighbours tend to set it off.
Nice. So head north, yeah?
Let's go north.
Okay.
When
Sorry,
we
Ben.
leveled up, did we have a rest? A long rest?
I'm assumed you'd level up when you take your next long rest.
Oh,
So,
okay.
basically, you're traveling at the moment. So the best way of kind of working this is you'll head back to Westbridge, which is there. At which point you'll stay at a tavern, and you'll have a long rest and can level up there. It's only a short distance from the edge of the Crypt Garden Forest to Westbridge, so it's not an issue really.
Can you ping it on the map?
So you are here.
Oh, right.
So you're just north. You're halfway between kind of Waterdeep and Neverwinter at this point, and you're on the Long Road?
That's
The Long Road, which joins Waterdeep with Mirabar.
Right. Yeah, I can see where you've put us now. I zoomed out way too far.
All right.
So You're heading north, obviously, and you're heading towards Tribor, I assume.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll keep our eyes peeled for a certain bronze dragon as well that we heard reports of on our previous trip. Because more friendly dragons equals good, right? Xanhorn's feeling a renewed strength of character now that the bad stuff's not happened.
Yeah.
He's back to his cheeky self.
So, I said it takes. We worked out. Are you going to travel at a standard pace, or do you want to take a slower pace or a quicker pace?
I think we're not in any huge special rush, are we, to do this?
Well, I mean, no more than any other time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, standard pace.
Standard pace.
Standard pace.
Okay. So basically, you travel 2 hexes in a day. If I've got that right. So yes, you'll do 14 miles a hex, so you'll get to there. So you meet the road between kind of Tribal and Waterdeep is compared to most trails you've been on a relatively busy road, but even so, it could be hours in between seeing people. But every so often you'll come across groups of people traveling south from Tribal, or you'll catch up with farmers moving north to take their goods to the market there and such like.
Do we see any sign of that shifty caravan that we saw on the way here?
No, you don't. That was heading to Yatar. Yeah, the caravan was heading us shipping pigs. Yeah,
20 armed men and 4 pigs in a carriage.
Dangerous pigs, those.
Dangerous.
That's very dangerous pigs.
But we're heading to Yatar as well, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for them.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, you will. It is 1, 2, yeah. So you'll get into Tribal about midway through your 3rd day of travel.
So we just travelled 2 days then, did we?
Yes, you've travelled 2 days, yeah.
Oh, so we've done a long rest already.
Yeah, well, as I said, I assume that what happens is you'll get to Westbridge and you'll have, after having such an ordeal facing off against old Norbo, you went and had a nice pint of shandy and a lie down for the afternoon.
3 or 4 pints of shandy, I suspect.
No, just the one shandy for me. Half.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
we've turned him.
Has been a trying day.
Yeah, not being eaten by a dragon will do that to you.
So you've been. I said you've been to Tribe before, and now I know which way you're going. I can actually prepare the map for such a place.
Ooh, scene change.
So you coming in from like the bottom edge here, which is a long road, heading into the centre of town. Of course, if you're planning on travelling through, you will come to the main town square where this tower is, and then you'll head onto the Evermore Way, which takes you towards Yatar. I tell you, that's the route you're planning on going, is it? Yeah.
Yep, straight through.
Yep.
Yeah.
No messing.
Okay.
So on the way past previously, they mentioned there was something that they suggested that we should look into, if I remember rightly. Das Helga, the caravaner. Oh, he mentioned. That's right. He mentioned the Weevil. That was it.
Yes, yeah. There's nothing at Trebor.
Dars Helgar was the man to see for jobs.
That's it. And he led us to the Weevil. Now I remember. So I guess we could check in with him and see if he's seen any more sightings of the Weevil, or if he's got any updated information, perhaps. Just as we're going past here now, anyway.
Yep, agreed. Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head to, I believe he is in the yard, which is the massive caravan yard, which is this one here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically, because this is like a major route between Mirabar and Waterdeep, this is kind of the town where most places stop over and, refresh horses and have their wagons repaired. So most of the places in this town have something to do with breeding horses, looking after horses, or, looking after caravans. So you've got Wainwrights, you've got the smithies are all making horseshoes and things like that, and you've got a whole plethora of taverns. But this is kind of like the main kind of yard which most people store their caravans in overnight.
He's being assaulted.
Yeah,
Defend yourself, Havarl.
So when you go in there's also, not only is the caravans kind of parked up on the side, you've also got the odd tents and things like that from people who are too cheap to go stay in one of the taverns in town. So you find the cottage, it's off the edge of it, sorry, knocking my microphone there. The cottage here, which is just off to the side here, is where you find Dars just having a spot of lunch while he pops in. He recognises you and goes, afternoon?
Afternoon, good sir.
Hello again.
He's quite a sour-faced man, he must admit, with kind of long, dank hair. What can I do you for?
Well, when we last passed through, we've dealt with the business that we had to attend to. You mentioned something about a certain weevil. Well, we've often thought of ourselves as fairly respectable pest control, and so we wondered if you had any additional information or additional sightings of this particular individual.
Only what I think you found out last time. He's somewhere in Xanhorn's keep is what my friend reckons anyway.
Okay.
I might be able to rustle up that wanted poster if you give me a few minutes.
That would be helpful.
We'd be much obliged, thank you.
And I'll palm him like a couple of copper pieces.
Oh, much appreciated, young squire.
There was one other thing. As we were leaving your fair town previously, we saw a suspicious cart come through, heading this way. The cart only bore pigs, but was heavily guarded. Does this ring any bells to you?
Anything of interest regarding the guards? Anything out of the ordinary?
There's a lot of them. They seemed rather nervous about dragons.
Yes, that's about it. That's all I can recall.
You might want to head off to what's his name? What is his name?
we don't know, Steve.
You might want to speak to Earlham or Valken. They're the ones who organise caravan guards around here. Well, they all mean fucking bunch of bastards.
Yeah, I think that would be a fair description.
Yeah, go. You probably want to speak to proprietors of the Tribor Travellers.
I beg your pardon?
Tribor Travellers. They're
okay.
Basically they run most of the caravan jobs outside of here, so they're the ones who they can hire a caravan if you want to carry equipment, or they can rent your guards and such like. I mean, could be to do with these giant stories we keep hearing about. Food seems to be in short supply.
That was certainly
shorter than normal, shall I say?
That was certainly the indication they gave. But just something about 6 guards for 4 pigs seems somehow excessive to us.
The profit margins there would be ridiculously low.
That sounds not something I can help you with, afraid. You might have to go speak to them.
And where would we find them, sorry?
They're Tribor Travellers. That's he points you in the direction of this building here.
And whereabouts are we, sorry?
You're in the main yard here.
12, yeah.
Ah, Lovely.
T-
Short stroll.
T2. Yeah.
Okay. What say you, chaps? Shall we go and investigate?
Absolutely.
So we'll head over to the Tribal Travellers Union then.
If someone's in trouble, I've no doubt we can help them. See you later, good man. and
Good day.
and if you ever have need, if anyone's in trouble, you know where to find the Champions of Chance.
I'll remember that, young squire. Thank you.
The sarcasm completely washes over Xanhorn. He's like, just not accepting it. I think he sees it, but he's just like.
So you heading over to this area here, I assume. This is as with most buildings in this kind of town, everything is kind of like a residence and an office. So this is quite a large kind of warehouse, office, and probably got some residence rooms at the top floor.
Okay.
And there is a sign above the door proclaiming this be the Tribal Travellers. I should point out as well, actually, the main keep in the middle had the logo, which was 3 boars on it. It's quite a simple crest. It's called Tribal, and it's got 3 boars on their crests. So you keep seeing this kind of livery appear every so often.
Okay.
So Benjin's going to call the town 3 Pigs.
You could call it More Pork.
Very good, very good, very good. So, Benjin, do you get anybody's name right?
Only the ones he likes.
Okay, all right, thanks.
That's why he keeps getting Xanhorn right.
Oh dear.
Well, I think a direct approach is an appropriate approach in this case. Let's have a chat.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you're heading into the office, I assume?
Yeah.
A tap on the door and you're asked to enter. You're brought into an office with a large desk with a gentleman sorting papers out, like hunched over the desk. It's an immediately distinctive thing. He has an eye patch over one eye, which is like a bright red emblazoned patch with a symbol of a black serpent on the eye as well. And lounging in kind of the corner of the room is a half elf. He says, "Gentlemen, what can I do for you?"
Good afternoon.
Hail.
We travelled through Tribor a few days ago, and we're travelling back now.
Mm-hmm.
And we noticed a company of men guarding a small cartload of pigs, and it seemed like there was quite a lot of security for a small number of piggy friends. And we just wondered why security seemed so high here around the long road. Is there something going on, or?
Well, there are. Are you aware of our business, sir? Obviously you are new to town. I don't know if you're aware of what we do.
No, we're pretty new here.
That's fair enough. We are, as you did see by the sign, we're the Tribal Travellers. We sponsor and hire wagons up and down the long road from Mirabar to Waterdeep. We can provide caravans to hire and guards, and sometimes we have to get guards in the right place at the right time. So if someone wants to hire guards from Yatar or from Mirabar, we transport them up and down the road as well. Give some people a bonus. But of course, people are wary of current times. There's tales from the south of golden fields of giants attacking and taking food. So people are, of course, willing to spend a couple of extra gold in order to protect their investments.
It's understandable.
So how much would 6 guards cost to travel between, I don't know, Mirabar and Trebor?
Tribor and Westbridge, you mean?
Westbridge, sorry, yes.
Are you looking to hire some guards, or he looks you up and down? Are you looking to do a bit of guard work yourselves?
I would say more towards the guard work side of things.
I see. Well, you'd either have to work with some established guards, or at least prove your honesty, integrity, shall we say? There's always the risk of bandits, so we always there. But standard rates are 4 gold pieces per person per day, plus food and drink, and a bonus depending on the quantity of the goods that arrive, providing the goods arrive safely back in the destination, of course.
That sounds very reasonable. And I'll shoot a glance at the other guys.
Can I do an insight check? Is this guy on the level?
No.
What are you trying to determine about what he's saying?
Does he think we're kind of naive and he's trying to kind of pay us less than he needs to, less than the market rate?
Okay, make an insight check. Although Chrome has just crashed on me, which was nice of it. Might have to tell me your results.
19.
Yeah, is it 19? He rolled 19.
29, you mean?
Steve, do you want to do an insight check on that roll?
Just make a deceit check on that.
You can tell that those are the rates. He seems to be genuine about the rates. He seems to be a little cautious about taking people on. There's a hesitation in his voice, but he doesn't seem to be lying about the fees.
Okay. So, I mean, you mentioned Golden Fields and the giants that attacked. Just for your own information, you may have heard of a band of heroes who incredibly saved the city, the Champions of Chance. And he'll wait for him to say yes, he does.
I believe I heard something about them. He looks at the half elf who's lounged on the thing. Half elf, he just shrugs. Well, those are the people also involved at Nightstone.
Indeed, our rumours of our exploits and our heroic acts have spread across the land.
I actually marvel slightly at the fact someone has heard of us for possibly the first time.
Be cool, man. Be cool.
So if you needed someone to vouch for us, I'm just saying that
There's a few people that can.
there's a few hundred people in
I was
various
being
cities.
modest.
I was not.
So tell me, my good man, how much does information cost here?
He raises an eyebrow. Information? What kind of information?
Well, we are specifically looking for 6 guards who help transport carriage with pigs.
I see. We, of course, employed 6 guards. Is there anything else in particular you wish to know?
Yes, I want to know who they were working for.
That is customer privileged information, I'm afraid, sir.
How expensively privileged?
Let me just give you the information for free then, because I wouldn't like to do such dirty dealing and be accused of such bad work. But I would say that there has been not only increased giant attacks, but increased dragon attacks in this region as well. And many of these were my own personal men I'd put on this job to search and hunt down this dragon.
Interesting.
He's been known to attack caravans, and the customer himself did not pay extra for this privilege. This is for my own benefit.
They must be strong, powerful men indeed if you think they can stand a chance against a dragon.
Anything they can do against him or her is beneficial.
It's a him dragon. Is it one dragon that's marauding around here, or are there several?
I believe it is the same dragon. Most of our reports have been about the same. They all describe a bronze or copper-coloured dragon descending from the sky and attacking the caravan.
Well, that is worrying indeed.
Yes.
Do you think you do the sisters in this matter?
We are bound for Mirabar. So, I dare say if the price is right, we can keep an eye out for things.
Well, if you
We're
can
more
find
than
any
equipped as well to take on a dragon.
Well, I'd say if you can find us... Well, I'm sure if you can bring me the head of this dragon, I will pay very handsomely for such. But otherwise, any information you can give me that will lead to something which protects my caravans would be, you'd be well rewarded for any action in this regard.
Well, thank you for giving that information so freely, sir.
It's quite fine.
May I have your name, good sir?
Yes, I am somebody.
Mr. Erlaw or Mr. Valcon?
I'm Mr. Earlham Stockspool.
Erlaw.
This is
I
my
beg your pardon.
this gentleman here, which is this upright gentleman here, and the guy who's slouching just gives you a nod. It's my associate, Valken Naspier. And when he can be bothered sitting up straight, he's actually my bodyguard, would you believe?
Well, thank you, Mr. Stockspaw. We will be in touch should we discover anything of interest. It will most likely be magical means, so don't be surprised if you hear a voice in your head at some point. It will only be me.
No worries.
Well, thank you very much for the information, and we will keep you posted if we learn anything that could be of use.
Excellent.
And
I'll look back at the guys. Should we continue?
Yes, let's be
Lead on.
Let us ride to Mirabar. Dun, 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 dun.
What time
By
is it?
going completely the other way.
Yes.
You got here about lunchtime, so you went to the stable yard and you've been to them. So let's say it's mid-afternoon. It's about 3 o'clock by now.
Did we get the poster?
No, you didn't get the poster yet.
So we'll pop back there to see if we can grab the poster before we head off.
Yeah, good plan.
Okay. So you head back, yep, and as you head across the town square, so you're kind of coming, you'll kind of come round this road here, and so you'll come onto the town square, go actually into the town square, then into the stable yard. You can see a woman at the front of the tower is issuing orders to 12 guards on horseback who all gallop south down the long road.
Interesting. If we look south, do we see anything?
No, you can't see anything, no.
So what? They've just galloped off where we've come from.
So yeah, the direction where you rode, where you've ridden into town, they've galloped off back in that direction.
Mm.
I guess we'll approach her and see what's up.
Okay, so you approach the tower, and you. What's the description? So the woman who gave the orders.
While this is happening, Benjin will go and get the poster off the chap if it's only the poster.
Okay, so Benjin goes and grabs the poster, which is that.
Oh.
I thought it said pork beard then.
So you're met with this, the woman who gave him the armor, the orders out to these guys and the horses is a tall, kind of quite serious-looking woman with long dark hair, and she's wearing like official robes, but you can see she's also wearing some armor underneath it as well. She's about to head back into the tower when she sees you, and she gives you a little bit of a nod.
Well,
Can I help you at all?
Well met. We are the champions of chance, and we are wandering adventurers, always looking to help right any wrongs. Couldn't help but notice 6 riders heading off in rapid succession towards the direction we just came from.
12 riders.
12 riders, sorry.
Yeah. She looks back. She looks over her shoulder. There's a slight look of worry on her face, and she goes, "Yeah, yes. I had to dispatch the 12."
Is there something bad going on that we should help with?
And who are these 12? Is it the 12?
Sorry, this is my mounted militia. They called the 12 because there are 12 of them, obviously. But it's considered a bit of an honour to be a member of our the guards, a member of the mounted infantry. Sorry, yes. Again, she looks back over her shoulder. By the way, we've heard some stories, some reports of orc attacks at the Merry Meadow Ranch and the Singing Hill Ranch, which are just south of here. So I've dispatched them to, either deal with the problem or come back here if more information is required.
What was your name, sorry?
Sorry, I'm Daratha Shendril. I'm the Lord Protector of Tribor. Well met. Sorry,
Well
I
met.
didn't get your name. Sorry.
I am Xanhorn, the bard.
Havarl Mashinin, Paladin.
Cenza, Ykril, Cleric.
Benjin.
He's a barbarian.
So you, as she's talking to you, you can. Who's got the highest passive perception?
I think that's actually Benjin.
I think so.
Right.
I've got 13.
14.
15.
Where is passive perception?
Middle left.
Passive
Left of the goal.
wisdom. It's below all
Below
the
skills, in a box of
all the
its own.
skills.
Below the skills?
Yeah, above
Yeah.
your tools.
11. Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah. Knew it wasn't going to be me.
So yeah, that'd be
Ironically,
Benjin.
it's yours the lowest. You could spot it. Yeah, so it's on Benjin.
So Benjin, you notice there seems to be something going on towards the north of town.
Okay. Can I see anything? Oh, hang on. How far away?
Hang on, indeed, Ben.
Has someone got a level 6 skill they need to try out?
I can see a mile away, like it's only 100 feet.
Eyes
This
of the
is it.
Benjin.
So you can hear something coming from this kind of direction. So it's more of a because is it a northeasterly direction? Yeah, it's more of a northwesterly direction. You can hear something going on.
Whereabouts? Sorry, ping
So
it.
it's something coming from this kind of direction from where you are. Bear in mind you're here in the middle of town. You can hear something coming from back here at the moment.
I can't even see where you're pinging. I'm obviously zoomed out too far. Zoomed in too far.
It's right.
So
next to
right, so
Tribal.
I've got stuff in the way. I can't.
Well, you might be able to see something. I don't know.
Where? Sorry, where? Ping it again.
So you guys are here. You're here
He's
in the
up
middle of
here
town.
somewhere.
Yeah. So where,
Ah.
John? You can hear. There's something going on back there, but that's elevated. So this town, this farm is actually above, looking out over the rest of it.
Oh yeah, there's a trail thing, isn't there?
Mm.
Can Benjin see anything then?
You can see kind of multiple figures moving towards town, and then several fast-moving things moving towards town that look like giant ostriches.
Jesus.
Hmm.
All right.
And right, ostriches are pretty big. So how big is a giant ostrich?
Well, all right then. Bigger than a normal ostrich,
Okay.
but it's seen it from a distance. You can just see these like two-legged things just running around.
Okay.
Well, it says that I can see up to a mile away with no difficulty, able to discern even details as though looking at something no more than 100 feet away.
Oh, okay, and that just happens all the time now because of your.
Yeah,
Because of your eyes of the hawk.
yeah.
Eyes.
All of a sudden, everything's now going to happen 0.1.
Okay.
We'll just be stood there from now on. And Benjin's
Look,
just going to be
so-
sat there like.
The while these guys are talking to the Lord Protector, you can quite clearly see entering town from the north several bulky figures which look like orcs but bigger and meaner, and surrounding them, moving much quicker, there appears to be orcs riding what can best be described as like an ostrich but with a really nasty beak. So kind of halfway between the evolutionary chain between an ostrich and a velociraptor, if you can imagine
Right.
that.
I don't
Clever
want
girls.
to.
And zipping around them, you can just make out these what appear like little imps made of fire as well.
Jesus wept. Well, literally, the first thing Benjin's going to do is literally say to everyone, orcs, fuck it, they're riding stuff. We're under attack. That's not very barbarian, is it? But I'm no good at accents.
Xanhorn just going to look around and like up
They're
at the
there.
tower.
What?
I've got eyes. Don't worry, I can see.
Where,
It's
Benjin?
special
What?
skills to the
What?
north.
What's that, Benjin? There's orcs.
Can you
trapped
see
in a mine
those? Can you
shaft.
see them? Can you see the little smudges moving? They're big bastard orcs.
They're the worst kind of orcs.
They're riding some kind of two-legged birds, and there's fireflies going around them or something. So Benjin's gonna draw his really big crossbow, and hold that at the ready.
I'll say to
Then
Doratha, and you just sent your militia south.
And she's looking at it and she looks towards the back and she looks at you and goes, yes.
Yeah.
Cenza,
Yes, I
can you
did.
call them back?
I need to actually have met the person to
Can we
send
still
them a
see them?
message.
No, they're long gone down the road now. They went off at a gallop. They went
Okay.
off as fast as their horses could take
Alright.
them.
So Havarl is going to draw his sword, and I guess we're going to make our way.
As you kind of see these, and you can see, as I'll put some things on the map now so you can see where they are. You also notice a kind of a boom in the ground.
Is all the cups of water on the tables like?
Yeah,
gonna
do
look
that
rippling?
little blink.
Yeah.
right,
And you can just see
they've got a giant, haven't they?
coming over this area here, two giants
Two.
heading towards the middle of town.
Oh my!
Oh, fiddle.
These aren't like any of the giants you've met before. Benjin can make out, Ben. You can make out they're giant, but they're built more like a dwarf. They're more like barrel shaped, and they've got huge, like oil blackened cast iron armor on them, carrying these huge swords slung over their shoulders. And you can just make out their skin is almost like ash colored, dark in color, but there's a male and a female, and the male has got like a bright red beard. It almost looks like it's on fire, and the female's hair in a ponytail looks like it's like bright orange. Oh, I said almost on fire.
Jeez. Okay.
Do I get any? Do they look like?
Do any of us
Do
recognize?
they look
what
like
they are?
they're both? Yeah. Do they look like they're? Sorry, say that again.
I'm just saying. Do any of us recognize what those are?
Cenza might, because he's got a book on him.
I have got a book on them. I was going to say, do I recognise them as being part of the Ordning?
Yes, you recognise them as fire giants.
Right.
Fire giants.
Are fire giants goodies?
I don't believe so. I will just consult my
Please do.
tome.
While he's consulting his phone.
So you guys are all prepping, drawing swords, and Cenza's like getting his books out. Hang on, I've got this.
Hang on. Bear with.
As Benjin's looking at them, do they look like both the groups are moving and they're going to convene in one spot? And do they look angry towards each other or angry towards us? Or us being the town.
What's happening is the big hulky orcs are kind of moving towards town here.
Right.
The giants are just moving towards town as well. They're both coming in from the other angles, and these orcs that were riding the kind of like giant ostriches are kind of just milling around both groups, and there's no sign of attacking. So the giants are just looking very carefully. You can see every so often the male giant looks at something in his hand and then walks with a bit more purpose. He's slow and plodding. They're not rushing the giants. They're taking the time. But everyone else is, the orcs are now starting to advance quickly.
Do I get the feeling they're working together?
Yes. They're definitely not against each other.
Right, so we're not in the middle of a fight here.
It doesn't appear to be, because they're not going head to head. They're both kind of coming into this town from just slightly different angles.
Right.
So yeah, I pipe up, boys. I think we're in trouble here. From birth, a fire giant is taught to embrace a legacy of war. At the cradle, its parents chant songs of battle. Just as fire giants pass down their knowledge of crafting from generation to generation, their renowned fighting prowess comes not from wild fury, but from endless discipline and training.
Oh dear.
Benjin's eyes light up a little bit and go, let's do this, boys.
Xanhorn will draw the punctuator and look at the guys and say, well then, champions, to war! Let us rise! And then realise he hasn't got his horse with him. Run!
Well, maybe we should turn around to the Keep Protectorate and just go, what's this worth? Before we...
If you've got any reinforcements, send them after us.
So, from where we are there any obviously strategical points of the town? Anything that is more defensible?
The tower we're just running away from, probably.
The tower you're standing under is probably the most defensible position. The rest of it is just a town, really. It's a farmland and stable yards, really.
Are there any hills? Can we at least take the high ground somewhere?
The high ground, you can see a little bit of elevation on the map. So the highest point is actually the point where the orcs are. The orcs are at the moment, and the lowest point is where the giants are coming from here.
Clever.
And of course, there's quite a dense wood towards the western side of the town here.
So, gents, if we want to surprise them in some fashion, I can make it look as though we were passing without any kind of trace.
Good stuff.
If I concentrate for up to an hour. But if it's likely we're going to engage them in about 3 or 4 minutes anyway.
I'm thinking, who should we? Because we can't fight them both. We need to separate them. But we can't separate ourselves to go off and fight them, because remember what happened to Benjin last time we split up.
Let's not do that.
Let's not. No.
So
Benjin's attack needs healing.
So if we go and attack the giants, the orcs are fast enough that they're just going to catch up to us. And flank us.
We could see what happens to some extent if we lay in wait.
Okay, agreed. I think we should maybe do that. Where should we lay in wait?
If it looks like they're converging towards the middle of town,
Stay in the tower.
we could have a couple of people in the tower, a couple of people maybe on the edge of the stable yards, and whatever T3 is to the left.
How tall is the tower, Steve?
Good question. I
On a
think it's about
scale
3 or
of 0 to 1 giants.
I suppose the next question is, what is the range? Is there a vertical range when it comes to healing spells? Cenza.
My most powerful healing is touch base. I can do a healing word which doesn't do as much, but you need to be within 60 feet of me.
Okay, cool. So if you were on the tower and we were within 60 feet, and that's kind of a radius point from you in the center?
Yes, it'd be a radius point for me.
Okay, cool.
Benjin,
Because I've got healing hands as well, and I've got healing spells. So if Benjin and Havarl were on the base, much like when we defended Nightstone, and you and Xanhorn were in the towers, and in Nightstone before Benjin ran off.
that does make sense. I can throw guiding bolts up to 120 feet.
If you've got stamp and we've got patches,
absolutely,
then we might last a couple of minutes.
I like your optimism, Havarl.
Benjin's going to have another look towards the giants. What is the male giant? Can Benjin make out what the male giant is holding his hand and keeps looking at?
Also, what is he wearing?
He's wearing a slinky little number made of cast iron.
Is he indeed?
Massive, a massive piece of armor that covers him.
Unfortunately, fire giants.
I'm imagining the female one has some kind of like cast iron busty hair, a bit like with massive cones like Madonna.
Spikes on the front.
Yeah. Yes, can Benjin work out what the male dwarf is holding?
So it appears to have,
male giant.
Yeah, it appears
Giant
to have
dwarf.
some kind of rod in his hand. It could be to you. It just looks like a metal rod. It's probably about the length of like a normal staff. It's probably about 5 feet long in this thing's hand.
Right. I'm obviously relaying all this to the other guys.
A staff. That could be a staff of locating. You don't think that they could be after the artifact we just parted company with?
What, and just making their way through?
Could
It's
be.
possible. But this isn't the most direct route. I mean, if they're just going to walk through a town, why would they walk along the path?
Maybe they don't care. I mean, they are giants and orcs. I think we lay in wait.
Okay. So if Benjin and I, what are you going to be kind of spell casting and ranged attacks for this one, Xanhorn, or are you going to be down with the punctuator?
Xanhorn will like squint in the distance at the size of the things and the orcs, and like, I think distance seems like the more useful.
Okay. Positions then, men.
Oh.
Come on, stop zooming around. So much for going after the Weevil.
And
So this is the tower, is it?
Guys,
Yes.
we've got a giant elk.
Nice.
Yes. Oh well, we could just stand back then.
Yeah. Okay, did we decide how high the tower was?
I reckon it's about 40 feet. It's a good 4 stories.
Right, okay.
What the deuce?
That's fine. feet. Okay.
Right, I have to cheat a bit here.
Either Roll20 hasn't loaded properly on my laptop, or we're just on a white screen.
It hasn't loaded properly on your machine.
Okay.
While you're doing that,
Have you scrolled? It just did that for me. Have you got a scroll bar on the side?
On the right-hand side.
Well, sort of in the middle.
No, I'm just on a white screen. How bizarre.
Oh.
If I zoom right in, I can see the grid, but that's about it. All right. Right, let's refresh.
Right, hang on a second. Oh, John's still getting a drink anyway, so doesn't matter. And she does.
so here's a thought. If we can see the giants holding the rod, and we think that
Yep.
potentially after something, I'll look at Cenza. Could we perhaps send them something and say, if your business does not involve this town, keep your distance. We have significant, what's the word? Not reinforcements. Significant armaments here.
Let
We
me
do not wish
consult
to
my
fight.
knowledge of what the spell can do. I need to be familiar with the creature.
Familiar as in I can see it?
I suspect it's familiar, as in I know it.
Okay.
There is something I can possibly do, but they need to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, I could do message, potentially. But that's 120 feet, so...
Yeah, see, if they get to within 60 feet, I can kind of try and read one of their minds.
Ooh.
Steve, can I just check my understanding of something?
Yeah,
My heavy crossbow
yeah.
has the loading property.
Yeah.
That means even though I have a second attack now, I can't make 2 attacks with that, can I?
No, that's exactly right.
Am I able to use it for 1 attack and then put it down and then like draw? But then
No.
I'd have to be melee, wouldn't I? Anyway. So literally, I can only make 1 attack with that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'll still keep it drawn for now because they're so far away.
Okay.
Good
Can you
to
guys?
know.
Can you all see yourselves on the map then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So basically, this is hopefully I've just closed that and I shouldn't have. Bloody hell! Never mind. So you guys are all with Daratha here at the entrance to the tower. You've basically got a round to get yourself into position, and then it'll be initiative. Okay.
Can I have my giant elk, please, Steve?
Ooh.
It's going to be a weasel again, isn't it? For a
No,
minute.
we've got a giant elk. But...
No, I meant the marker tag.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should be a bloody elk because I should have set that up.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Giant
have.
elk.
We've had it
Shoulda,
before.
coulda.
Yeah, there he is.
Yee.
Hang on, he's not the right size. Why is he not the right size? He's a giant elk, so he should be giant. There we go.
Whey.
Oh, he's got the.
Hey.
He's not got the right hit points. That was the
So-
last one.
Yeah. So I can't even put it down then, can I? And use another weapon.
No, but once it gets
Pushing
to
down.
close to hand stuff, like you fire from a distance, wait for it, fire from
Yeah.
a distance, and then when they're in range,
To be honest, Benjin, I think this will work best if it's you and I, shoulder to shoulder, hacking and slashing with our 2 attacks each.
Yeah.
Against
Oh, you've
this
got
giant.
2 as well now. I think.
I've got 2 attacks, and providing that you stay within 5 feet of me, every attack against you is with disadvantage. But if you're going to stand back
Oh.
and shoot, I can't protect you.
Right. Okay.
And of course, you'll have, if you go into a rage as well, then you're just going to do. We're going to do mega damage
Yeah.
if we survive.
if we survive. But let's
Oh,
just.
hang on.
I think we should probably.
Oh, typical me initiative.
Oh, look who's going first.
Oh, I haven't. Where's my initiative button?
Well, that's unusual.
Where are
20
the giants
and
on this
then-
map? Are they?
9.
There you
Steve,
go.
where's the bit for rolling initiative?
Click on your token. Initiatives on the top left.
Ah.
Right then, Xanhorn, you have the first action. You can just see these. I said that what they look like is they look like giant birds with like ferocious beaks that look like axes, and the orcs are riding them.
Right. Well, I don't like fighting things if we can avoid it. So I will, making sure that I don't attract any of my companions' attention, look up in the sky, and I will cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay, and where are you casting this?
So
30
how
Oh,
far
we're
away are
supposed
they
to-
currently?
Hang on. Are we supposed to place
You've got the
ourselves?
range there. Yes, please, Ben.
Sorry. I'm supposed to be by. There we go.
Then I will cast it above our heads so that none of my guys are looking at it, but all the
Just
all the
directly.
orcs and all the other things in front of us.
So it's a.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. And
So
I
basically
assume
it's
that
just-
means they're mounts as well.
Yes, it will, won't it?
Which could be funny, because presumably, being mounts, they're probably less wise.
Right, hang on. So, what save am I making? Sorry.
DC 15 Wisdom save.
Right. And what happens if they fail?
If they fail, they're charmed. They are incapacitated. They have a speed of 0. They can't act or react unless they're attacked.
Okay. Right. So, the riders going from left to right have failed. Failed.
Oh.
Really failed. DC 15, did you say?
Yeah. Failed.
Failed.
Oh, yes!
I'm
Right.
zoomed in too
Good job.
far. I'm zoomed in too far. I didn't even see that.
The actual mounts themselves. 1, 2.
Oh.
Second one. 3, third one. Right. Okay.
So the second mount from the left is the only one that passed.
No, 2. Oh yeah, only one of them
There's
passed. So
15,
yeah, it's that one there. Oh no.
Keeps charging in, but his rider's just sat there like...
So how long does that last?
Good question. What did it say?
It becomes charged for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute.
Oh,
Okay.
Fum.
that's a fair few rounds.
Xanhorn's concentrating quite hard now.
Are we going to have a change of plan, gents? Should we take
Hang
the
on.
orcs?
Oh, right, hang on. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, John, it's each creature within the area, not each creature that can see it.
Right. In which case,
So it has to be a
Okay,
30-foot
yeah.
cube.
Oh,
But you have got
So-
120 feet range.
Yes.
so how many can I get in that?
While John's working it out, Rory,
yeah.
what happened if I stayed within 5 feet of you?
If you stay within 5 feet of me, then I can use my ability, which is called Protection.
Right.
And when a creature you see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attacks roll.
Oh,
5 feet of me, any attack against you, I can use my reaction to defend you,
there's
providing I have a
disadvantage.
shield, which means every attack will have disadvantage. And then
Ooh.
any damage against you is halved if you're in a rage.
Well, that's good because I could rage and also recklessly attack because that gives me certain advantages. But it means attack rolls against me have advantage. So advantage and your disadvantage cancel out and just mean normal.
So I can get the
Right.
4 on the left, Steve.
Okay. Are you within range?
I thought you said that I was, but if I'm not, I'll wait.
No, you're not. Well, that's what I'm asking you. Are you in range? It's 120 feet
I don't
range.
think you are, John. So.
I
No
will
chance.
wait. I will wait. I will hold that action to try and cast that then.
Okay then. Hold that action, Benjin. You're on 13.
Right. Did we have a plan? Were we starting to run for?
No, we hold the ground.
Okay.
Is what I think we should do. Sorry, I'm
hang
not in
on.
charge. That wasn't an order.
Havarl, I agree. Assuming I heard that.
So what I could do then is sorry, I've just got to find weapons.
Yeah, if you just think about how far away they are, mate, is that they are
Are they behind a wall and stuff?
Yeah,
They
they're
are-
behind the wall at the moment.
they're
Yeah.
200 feet away,
Okay.
which means even if those axe beak things, if they're, I mean, because Patch, the giant elk,
That's what
only
they're
moves
called.
60 foot, which means they are a couple of turns away from being anywhere near in range.
Right. Heavy crossbow.
I wrote
100
down
feet.
orcs on stalks.
Slash
Orcs.
40.
I read the description.
Oh, that's a wall. What's my speed?
30 feet.
40 feet.
40 feet. Why is it 40 feet?
Because I'm fast now.
Ah.
Ooh.
I'll tell you in a minute. I can't...
Nope, we've lost you, Ben.
We've lost you, Ben.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Some said yes, some said no.
I heard the first word and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
At level 5, I got fast movement. So when I'm not wearing armor, I get an extra feet.
Okay.
So I've been 40 feet for a while.
Good
So if I run forward to this point here, let me ping it. I can run forward to that point there, which is only 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will then. Can you see when I measure something?
Yes.
It will then. Hang on, I didn't say that one. I said that one. I think it will then give me a clear shot just through the 2 gaps
Yeah.
to this one here, which I could do with my heavy crossbow at disadvantage because it's more than 100 feet away, and then still run back to be back next to you again.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to aim
Rory?
for the rider or the beast?
I'll aim for the rider.
Ooh.
Oh, do we want to bring down the beasts then?
I think if we stop their maneuverability,
Okay.
we can stagger the flow. Otherwise there's 5 of them against 4 of us before the giants get here. So if we can slow them down,
Okay. That's fine. Right.
yeah.
So.
means they're easier to deal with if we can deal with them 1 at a time or
Yeah.
2 at a time, whatever.
So heavy crossbow, disadvantage. 14.
That's enough to hit.
8 damage.
8 piercing damage.
I lose
that
1 crossbow bolt. I'm not going to move myself because then I'm just going to go back. Although it's not normal for a barbarian to sort of run away, he will follow the
it would have been a
advice.
strong coaxing from the Paladin. Get back here, Benjin!
So Benjin runs forward, levels his heavy crossbow, and gets one of these axe beak things in the body. Nice.
He also knows. He also knows he's going to get a fight soon anyway.
So following from your lead, the Lord Protector Doratha will also do. I haven't got a character sheet up. She'll also fire her heavy crossbow. Disadvantage at the same one, following Benjin's lead. Unfortunately, she misses. She gets a critical miss. So pings into the stable yard. Havarl.
Havarl is with sword in hand. He's just going to kind of say a little mantra about killing orcs and doing good and justice and righteousness, and just mentally and spiritually prepare himself for righting wrongs in the world.
Fair enough. Right. Then the orcs start moving.
All right, let's see how fast these bastards are.
Mm. 25 feet to there.
I knew he'd split them up. I overplayed my hand. They were supposed to funnel through the bit in the middle.
100 feet of movement.
100 feet.
Yeah.
He goes to about there. He goes to about there.
They should have a button on there that says if you measure something and you're happy with it, you can just like left click at the same time and it will just move whatever you happen to measure.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would. That's something John can code for them.
Okay, stop that, please, mate.
My rates are fairly unreasonable.
Do you want to do some drawing? No? Okay.
I'd like to do some drawing. Xanhorn waves.
Here you go, John. Here you go.
Right then, Cage. Are you in? Ready
Thanks very much.
Cast your ready. John, you said you were readying a spell. I believe you should just about be in range now.
Yes. Okay. So very, what's the word? Kindly of you. I'll assume that since I probably can't get all of those. Ooh, maybe I could.
30-foot square. You'll get those 3 in the middle.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll aim for those guys. And I will cast that hypnotic suggestion. I assume, are we sticking with the rolls that we did before, or do you want to re-roll?
Yeah, I'll stick the re-rolls because I should have spotted that you couldn't have cast that earlier. So basically, they will all be stupefied apart from one
Thunk, one mount.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Cenza.
I'll say to the other guys that are on the parapets here and down below.
Okay, so
3 of them, got 3 of them.
Can't get that one.
Focus on the others.
What's stupefy?
As in they're incapacitated. They're incapacitated. Stupefy. Why didn't he know that of all the words?
Okay, so I'm going to Guiding Bolt the Axe Beak up on the right here.
This one here, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, oh dear.
Yeah, that's a miss.
That's a miss, yes. That's my second natural one of the night, for those counting.
Okay.
Benjin here sends a swear and there's a little...
Are you proud or worried that you can hear Cenza swearing?
Both. As a bonus action, Benjin pulls out his flask and has a little swig of the apple brandy.
Yeah, Xanhorn, back to you.
Okay, seeing how badly Cenza just fluffed that last attack, I will offer him some words of wisdom in the shape of some bardic inspiration.
Yay.
So you can add a D8 now.
Oh, it's a D8. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, bloody hell.
To a what is it?
It's a roll of your choice. It's either an attack roll, a saving throw, or a skill test.
That's
Basically, it's any roll you would roll. Anytime you roll a d20, you can add your bardic inspiration.
After you've rolled it, you can
Yes,
roll your
if-
bardic inspiration to
But before
add
Steve says
whether or not it
hit.
hit. Exactly. Yep. Cool. Okay, so the guys in the centre, did the mount carry on, or is it basically stopped?
You managed to get all 3 riders and 2 of the mounts.
So, but one of the mounts is, I don't know, just running around or still going, I guess.
Well, the other mount is still moving. Yes.
In which case, I will take my crossbow, level it on the edge of the parapet, and aim at the remaining mount in the middle there. Try and stop that one. So
That's a hit.
That'll do.
Bump.
message for you, sir.
Crossbow bolt whizzes through the air and catches it.
And I will then duck
Benjin.
back down behind the parapet.
Hang on. Wasn't that supposed to be at disadvantage?
From the top of the tower.
Oh, I don't know. Distance.
It's 100 feet.
So the range of a light crossbow is 80/320. So I guess it
Yeah,
probably
so
was.
it would have been at disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay, so if I roll that again. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
You're good.
You'd still take the 7 though, because you're only taking the
yeah.
second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Xanhorn's on fire, which means it's going to go horribly wrong very shortly.
Benjin.
So which one? Can't we see?
So that one, bloody hell. This is the one you hit earlier with the crossbow.
Yep.
This is the one Xanhorn has just hit. All 3 of them, the riders have gone slumped into their saddles. Only the back one here is still running around.
I'll yell down to Benjin, if you're going to hit anything in the middle, go for the mount. The one mount that I got.
Cool. Right, so I'm going to go for that one. I can run forward to the same place, and then that gives me 95 feet, and then run back again. So I can just do it with, but normal this time without disadvantage. So heavy crossbow, boom, 11 piercing.
So it's on this
-1.
one, the back here.
Yeah. -1 bolt. Take a bolt off. There we go.
Okay.
And then I'll run back.
This thing's starting to look like a skewered turkey at the moment.
Okay.
It's got 2 serious crossbow bolt wounds and blood streaming all over its feathers.
Nice.
Benjin's been quite hungry looking at it, thinking it's
So-
like literally a giant KFC.
Do you want Doratha to fire at the same one?
Yeah. Concentrate.
Yeah.
Concentrate fire.
Short controlled bursts.
Oh, unfortunately, she goes wide with the shot again.
Jesus.
She's not doing very well.
She needs some bardic inspiration.
Havarl.
This time, I am going to reach into my sack and get like a war badger or something this time to help. What's that one? It's a badger.
Brilliant. That's the badger.
That's the badger.
Is it a normal badger? Or is it's just a badger, this one, isn't it?
It just says badger.
Brilliant.
Right, so I've got a badger and a giant elk, and I'm going to prepare to defend myself.
Okay. And you get to control your badger and your giant elk.
I'm holding. I'm holding them both. We're just preparing.
Okay.
I imagine the elk is like starting to like in the dirt.
Right, I'm just gonna quickly.
I don't know what noise an elk makes.
I've just realised those are carts in that yard. I thought they were tanks with 2 guns.
Okay, I can't let you guys know, but I can let the listeners hear what an elk sounds like. I'll do an impression. It goes.
Have you got like a soundboard or something?
That's the sound of an elk.
Mating.
Okay, fair enough.
There you go.
I am actually going to command Patch, the giant elk, to move to the back of the tower.
Okay.
Charge attack,
I'm
baby.
gonna stop that. That's
Charge
freaky. It's a pretty terrifying sound, actually.
Have you got like a soundboard on your
I just
computer?
googled elk sounds, and the first thing you get is a picture of an elk going and making the noise.
Okay, so the orc riding the hang on, let me just double check something a second.
I can't believe Andy's spending the time that we're playing D&D, not listening to the incredible stream, but talking to Adam about smoothing and base coats.
So the orc, the Axebeak charges towards Benjin and Havarl, and the orc on it throws his javelin at Benjin, ignoring the badger which has just appeared.
I'm going to use my reaction to enforce disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. Let me just roll that again then.
Nice.
Yep, hits armor class 7.
Yeah. Doesn't hit.
You ping it out the way with my shield.
So he goes to that there. There we go. Cenza.
Okay, for one, it's just run up. The one I failed to hit last time,
We lost you.
Missed all of that, sorry.
I'm pew-pewing him with my light crossbow.
Aha!
And hitting him for 5.
I'm hitting him for 5. And it's the mount or the rider?
The mount.
The mount. Oh, yeah, I forgot this one actually does come forward as well.
The rider just like lolling in the saddle.
Yes, exactly that, yes.
So here's a question. If the mount runs and the rider falls off...
You have to take the headphones off, which is foolish.
But yes, John, absolutely.
Okay,
back in the game.
We're agreed then, so that's all fine.
We're all good with that.
So it says that the spell works until the rider's attacked. What is it? Spell ends for an effective creature if it takes any damage, or someone else is using an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So if it falls off its mount because it's basically just
okay.
Is it going to stay? Is it going to stay on there?
It's going to have to take a dexterity check with disadvantage. Okay. Bear with me a moment.
Tense moments.
There's one prone orc on the ground there.
But is it still like stupefied? Essentially, is it?
Yes, it hasn't taken any damage. No.
Okay, cool. Right, so there's an orc right below us, and an orc to the left, still very much with it, which is bad. So
the one below us Oh, one below you guys directly. Is that one? That one hasn't taken any damage or anything, has it?
Cenza just hit it for 5.
Oh, just hit. Other than that, 5. Okay.
So I just need to look at my insults again. Where is it? Right. Here we go. I'm going to peer over the parapet at the approaching riders and yell at this one on the left there that looks like it's approaching my buddies. This one here. I'm going to yell, Greenskin was so last season!
Okay, so it's the orc needs to take a wisdom save. Orc. Wisdom. Oh, sorry. So you got 19 because that's the first one. It should have been normal.
God damn it.
Ah!
An orc is never that wise.
Yeah.
But as a bonus, is it bonus action to do Bardic Inspiration? I should know this by now. Come on. Here we go. Bonus action, yeah. So, still looking over the parapet down at the guys that are about to face these. I'm going to look at Benjin and shout some encouragement. You're definitely better than the Paladin! I'll have to inspire the Paladin back up again after this.
And what does that do?
So you've got a D8 that you can choose to use sometime the next minute to add to a saving throw, an attack roll, or an ability check. After you've made the roll, but before Steve's determined whether it did what you wanted it to do.
Right. The Steve has to just...
So
that's a
basically,
D8.
if you stuff a roll, and especially an attack roll,
Yeah,
this gives you an opportunity to still be able to hit.
cool. You might need to remind me of that.
Xanhorn's going to be keeping an eye, like dodging out of the way and then looking back down the parapet every so often just to make sure that Benjin's still looking. And then he'll duck back down behind the parapet again. Still just concentrating on keeping those 5 individuals in the middle there sat firmly still.
Okay, Benjin.
Go.
Oh, yes, because you can then catch up with me before...
Yes.
Right. Is there any particular one we're going for first?
I think that we should probably go for the one that is directly beneath the guys.
This one.
Yeah. So that Patch the elk and Patch the badger can attack the other one.
Yeah.
My money's on the badger.
This is the killing blow, yeah.
So Benjin's going to obviously I guess stop using his heavy crossbow and pull out his great sword. And he will run up to this one then and get within range. He will, I think he's blatantly gonna enter a rage. I'm just bringing up my my turn sheet. So Benjin's gonna enter a rage.
So he runs screaming across the ground.
Yeah. And he will also do a reckless attack on his first. So he'll do a reckless attack on his first attack. So there we go. Boom.
Oosh.
Jesus.
So I rolled a 20.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Boom.
but I only rolled a 2 on the. I only rolled a. What did I roll on the damage though?
6 and a 1, is that? 2 and a 1.
So you got a critical hit. So you got a 2 and a 2, and a 2 and a 1.
Oh, but why have I rolled twice? I don't understand.
You got a critical. You got a critical hit.
Critical hit doubles it.
Yeah, but why is it 2 and 2?
Because your damage is with your greatsword is a 2d6 plus 3. So you rolled two 2s and a 3, which is your 7, and you rolled a 2 and a 1. But that should also have your plus. No, you only double the dice roll, don't you?
Yeah.
So yes.
But don't you have a rage bonus to add?
Yes. Do you have a rage bonus to add?
But I'm still confused as to what. Sorry, I'm out of game for a minute. So that it's 10 plus my rage bonus, which is another 2. But why is it 7 plus 3?
Because you roll in twice. So if you actually hover your mouse over the number, you can see the dice rolls you've made.
2d6 plus 3.
Which is your normal attack damage.
Yeah, so that's where the plus 3 comes from.
No, that's not the plus 3. If you hover over the other plus 3, you'll see that's another 2d6.
Oh. So the first one is 2d6 plus 3.
Which you rolled badly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next one is 2d6.
Oh, without the plus 3.
Yes, because you got.
Which I rolled bad. So I rolled 2, 2, 2, and 1.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake! Right.
Welcome to the club.
Anyway, I'll get a second attack, but not at advantage. So
Xanhorn
who
look
is
over
that?
the parapet and shout, "Were you not inspired?"
So Ben, who was that attacking? Was that attacking the orc rider or the axebeak?
Oh.
I assume it was.
Let's take down the mount. Yeah.
Oh, so you've done
As
12
Havarl
damage to
told
the
him
mount,
to
yeah?
Yeah. 12 damage to the mount.
12 damage to the mount, okay.
Is he still there?
It's still going, yep.
So I will take a second attack then on the mount again.
Okay. Do you... Oh, yes, okay.
Did I hit him?
Jesus, yeah.
Yes. The mirror opposite, you rolled double 6 then. So you actually, including your rage bonus, you did 17 points of damage on that one.
Oh, yes, because I get rage bonus on that. Sorry.
I imagine the
17.
first attack was mostly Ben just shouting, "Ah!"
Yeah. Yeah,
Once
I
he
kind
hits
of
it,
slipped
turning around
and
for a second.
Okay, so yes, you took out the axebeak and the...
So you get to roll your damage twice, basically.
Yes, if you get critical hits, you roll double damage.
Double damage, right.
Yes, it's an automatic hit regardless of armor class.
Oh, okay, right.
So if you get a green dice on this, you've hit anyway, regardless what you're attacking.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Sorry.
One of the many reasons that advantage is amazing.
Yes.
2d6.
Right. So, what do you guys want Daratha to do?
I'll shout
Shooting
across
more
at her. The one that's close, take it out.
So again, she'll fire a heavy crossbow.
So, Steve,
Yeah.
the orc that was on that mount, when it fell, would he now be prone?
I need to work that out. Hang on. Right. So she hits the axebeak and does that damage to it. It is Havarl. I need to work that out. I actually think the rules for United Combat are not very good or not very well explained.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action
Mhm.
to command Patch and Patch to go attack the orc and mount to the left. And then I'm going to run round and attack the potentially prone orc that's at Benjin's feet.
Okay.
So there's me moving around there.
You couldn't put it under bloody mounted combat. No, you have to put it under combat mounted.
And because Patch, the giant elk, was moved to the back of the tower, he gets a charge bonus on the orc.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll do those guys first, I think. I can't work out how many attacks the elk gets.
It'll be just one.
Is it just going to be one?
Yeah, unless it has got the special ability multi-attack, it will be just...
Okay, fair enough. So he is going to do a...
That'll do it.
Nice.
The also must succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Let's do that for the orc, because that axe beak is dead.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
He styles it.
And then the giant badger, or regular badger, is going to bite the orc.
Okay.
It's so disappointing.
Nibble the orc.
It misses, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, to be fair, it did just land off of a charging axe beak, so...
Yes. If that moves you against his will, you'll see landing prone. Yes. So both orcs have been thrown off their mounts, so are now prone.
Okay, so with the badger having a... What does that mean then, when attacking a prone victim?
You'll have to look at the back of the player's handbook for that.
Oh,
I think you get advantage on the attack if you're in melee.
Prone, the creature, the attack rolls against creature has advantage.
so the badger would have advantage then?
Yeah.
The badger, so I'll just do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 point of
That's it.
damage.
1 point of damage.
Okay. So Havarl is going to slam his longsword into this orc on the floor. Oh, that should have been an advantage, but
Do it again just in case you get a crit.
yeah, okay.
Even though that's a hit at 25.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go for the first one.
Okay.
So you did 7 damage to that orc that's down here. Yeah.
And then with attack number 2, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that to get
Okay.
back up?
No.
Uh-oh.
That's for something else.
That's for something else.
Oh,
It's appearing.
Oh, the giants have appeared.
Well, I wasn't quite. I realised that.
They all the same. Well, slightly worse for me.
So Havarl, I'm Havarl.
You had it right.
I've now decided I can't remember what I was. I'm within 5 feet of you, so what do I get? And is it automatic every?
Yes, so as long as you're within 5 feet of me, any attack made against you will be at disadvantage. I use my reaction. Basically, I use my reaction. I see the strike coming in, the blow coming in, and I get in front and just deflect it with my shield. You also get a 2+ to any saving throw you have to make, and that might actually go for it's within 10 feet of me.
10 feet.
Yeah, so that's actually only Benjin at the moment.
Also, we're quite a few
40 feet up.
So.
Oh, right. Yeah, good point.
Okay, so it's the orcs' initiative. This orc here will stand up and will take a swing at Havarl because Havarl has been stabbing it while it's down.
Yep.
So it will swing with its great axe. I'm on normal. Yep. Hits armor class 18 for 8 slashing.
Ooh. I am in armor class 18. Yes. So it's 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage. And this orc will stand up, move a short distance, and attack the big elk with its great axe. And hit armor class 11.
And the great elk has an armor class of 14 natural armor.
Okay. Nice. This axe beak here will charge forward and peck ferociously at the back of Havarl. which means it does that.
Is it still
No.
pecking when it's got an axe beak?
There's two. It's weirdly there's two pictures. There's a picture in the monster manual which shows it with a traditional beak, and there's a picture in Storm King's Thunder which actually shows it with an axe-shaped beak. So it's like, ooh. So I think that misses, doesn't it? Because your armor class is 18.
If it's slashing damage, that's presumably more of an axe-like action.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it would be more piercing.
piercing. Yes. Cenza.
Okay, I am going to toll the dead on the Orky who attacked Havarl. He's been injured, correct?
I have been, yes.
Sorry, the Orc has been.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
that's the 2d12 necrotic one then, so it's a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from the Orc. 14.
Yes.
It takes 15 necrotic damage. It just basically withers into dust, and an orc-shaped skeleton slumps to the floor.
Okay,
Right.
and yeah, I'm going to take the. Oh, sorry, that was an action, so yeah, that's my turn.
It's like
Okay.
Infinity War all over again.
Yeah.
Hashtag spoilers.
Blunk. So, at the edge of the yard, two hulking great fire giants approach.
Okay.
The first one moves forward to there. The second one throws a rock at the tower.
Oh shit!
Shit.
And it's going to it'll go smack bang in the middle, so it'll go for, who's that? That's
That's the
Devar.
NPC.
Yeah, the rock is at disadvantage and still rolls a 19. So Darafa is hit,
It worries me that 26 wasn't a crit.
and she takes 27 damage.
Is she pancake?
Flipping hell.
No, she's not. Though she doesn't look good for it, that's for sure. And then the other one moves forward and. What does he do?
When I see that attack, I'll yell across to Cenza. Is there anything that fire giants fear?
Water. Please say water.
let me try and remember. Well, obviously they're quite fond of heat, so I wouldn't try your normal trick with the armor.
Would that also go for flaming attacks? Are they going to
Yes.
have less effect?
I would imagine so. They live. The exact words from my book are the blistering heat of their homes. So I can't imagine fire damage would do much to them.
I really don't like how smug Steve looks right now. Don't like it.
I'm used to it.
Okay, Xanhorn.
I'm going to yell across the guys. Boys, what do you what's worse? Fire giants throwing things at us, or 3 orcs and 2 axe beaks coming awake? Because I've got a choice.
We can take the axe beaks. We can take the orcs.
In which case, I'll
Patch can
say,
take the orcs.
prepare to engage then, and I will try and cast Phantasmal Force on. Which one would be better?
So the one at the
Oh,
back.
hang on. Are they actually even in range first? Which they're probably not.
No, definitely not.
Shit.
They're almost 3 times the range away.
Then I'm not going to do anything along those lines.
So you're going to stick with concentrating on the cell then?
Yep. So I'm going to leg it down the tower, I think, having seen how badly... Did they see us up here? Or they just lobbed it at
Can
the
you
tower
leg it
anyway?
while you're concentrating on a spell?
Yeah, you can leg it, you just can't
Yeah.
take damage.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to run down to the bottom of the tower because I'm thinking if I can keep things safe without...
Okay, So if you sprint, you can dash, you can end up basically here. If you're going to leave the tower, yeah?
Can I just get halfway down without?
Yeah.
So I'm somewhere in the midst of it, but
Yep.
still, are there any windows in the tower? Can I
Yes,
see
there are
out?
windows, yeah. Yeah.
Can I see that? Come on, that orc over there.
Yes, you'll be able to see that for a window.
Then, as
here.
I'm legging it down the tower, I'll just like lean out the window and just yell. Where's it gone? Too many windows. You're no orc. You look like a fat elf wearing a goblin skin, and no doubt less ugly for it too. And cast vicious mockery at him, obviously. Okay.
Orc wisdom save. He fails.
Excellent. So he now has disadvantage on his attacks and some other stuff that I can't remember off the top of my head.
The patches, thank you for it.
Not viscous mockery, that's something else.
Viscous mockery.
I do that a lot.
Okay, Benjin.
Right. Benjin will move forward, back up next to Havarl. And we'll... he's still raging, so let's take him off there. And we'll...
Did it take the damage, by the way, Steve?
Yes, did you?
Cool.
And we'll attack the mount, I guess. And we'll, again, attack recklessly.
Yeah, it's just disadvantage on its attack rolls. That's what it does.
So you're attacking the axe beak. So you have hit, and you'll do 11 points of damage, which will take it down. Hang on, which one is it? Which one's my initiative one? That's my initiative one. Right, so he's going to come off.
Oh.
Yep. Killed it with one fell swoop.
And I guess there's an orc there now, is there?
No, because that orc is over here.
That orc fell off.
Oh, arseholes. All right. Benjin can see the advantage that he's getting from fighting next to Havarl. Oh no, hang on, no. Who's goes next? Oh no, Havarl's next. Havarl.
I am
next.
Yeah, I'm the next playable character next. Yeah.
So I'll give you a nudge and say, "We're next," because I've got another attack. But obviously, we need to stick together.
You'd sprint for the one next to the orc, next to the elk, I would think.
Next to the elk. Yep. Okay.
I wouldn't. Patch is going to take care of that. There's no way that orc's going to last much longer in the fight against a giant elk.
So should we go a bit further out, or should we stay close so that these go?
We are not going to be able to run. We're not going to be able to cover that distance to engage them in combat. They are going to charge us next turn or in their turn.
Okay. Hang on. How far do we reckon they move?
I love that in the midst of this battle, Benjin and Havarl are just having a quick chat about a strategy.
How far do they move?
100 foot.
100 foot. Right. Okay. So Ben will is he allowed to do this?
Prepare your defense.
Yes, I have a second attack. So can I just ready that second attack for if I? Can you only do it with your first attack?
Yeah, but how does your second attack work? I'm going to say no, but I need to double check.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Yes.
Because you're only allowed one action, so yeah, I think generally your second attack is considered part of the same action.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Beginning 5th level, you twice once whenever you take the attack action.
Yes.
So I've already taken the attack action, so I can't take the ready action.
Yeah.
Okay. I just burn that attack, and
I would have thought Benjin could just reach forward and just go like, "Yeah, come on."
Okay. in which case, rather than you lose that, is it worth you going in and hacking at that? That orc?
Well, it could be to just in case that it saves attack damage on the other ones.
Given that Benjin's in a rage.
Oh yes, because I need to do something.
And there's an orc within range.
That's a good point. You really should do it.
Well, irrespective of whether you should, Benjin's likely going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, Havarl's going to grab him and point him at the other orc.
I get the impression, actually, that Benjin asked
for
that question. Havarl's been stood there, like, thinking that Benjin's still to his right. Like, well, really, I mean, there's those guys over there, and strategically it would make sense to. And then he hears this hacking sound to his left.
And seeing as Benjin hates orcs.
Exactly.
There we go. 7 points of damage. I'm presuming 18. Is that enough?
Armor class 18 is a hit.
Yep.
17 and 7 points of damage. Plus your rage bonus is
9.
9.
9. That is one dead orc.
I need a little button as well that switches on like rage damage or something. Rage bonus.
You need rage sword.
That's a good idea, actually.
Right. So, what do you want Jaratha to do?
I'll look at her and say,
crossbow at something.
if you can reach them, aim for the giants. If you can't reach them, ready your attack. Keep yourself safe.
She can attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, do it.
It hits armor class 19 for 7
Incredibly.
points of damage. Yeah.
Well, it is a giant, isn't it? Really?
She actually hits that giant. Doesn't seem to do much damage, but she hits it.
Fairness, she was trying to shoot at very fast-moving targets last time.
Yeah.
True.
It makes sense.
Okay, so the Axebeaks and those orcs can't do anything.
Well, do I get to?
Isn't it Havarl?
Oh, sorry, Havarl. Sorry. What does it here?
Is there still an orc over there, isn't there, that the guys are fighting?
There's nothing there. There's nothing by patch. Basically, there are 2 orcs and 2 Axebeaks and 1 orc here, which are all mesmerized by the hypnotic pattern that's still in the air.
It's a picture of Xanhorn, like, dancing.
I'm going to move up next to Benjin, and then I'm going to command Patch to come back here. So I'm going to prepare. I'm going to prepare to defend and retaliate against the charge.
Okay. So these guys that are all here in the middle do nothing because they're all dazed.
Oh, I forgot they were dazed. You did just tell me.
That's no reason to wake them up, Xanhorn will shout as he's still running down the tower.
And this group of these... Oh, no. Steve, select the right things.
I think keep them dazed for now, so that we can deal with.
This group appears from the other end of town, which are these bulky orcs in the heavier armor. If you think of like in your Lord of the Rings, these are more like your Uruk-hai than your normal orcs.
God damn it.
However, they just appear this round. Right, the other guys are asleep, so it's Cenza.
It's me. I am going to throw a level 1 heat Jaratha. 6, not too bad.
Okie doke.
Okay, and then I am going to pop my wings out and jump on the tower away from. I only get 30 feet of movement, so I'd still be hovering in the air somewhere around about here.
Okay. Right.
Dumbass question.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you got 30 foot of movement, could you not jump off the tower and fall for a bit before you start your movement?
Yeah, but then you're 30 foot close to the floor.
Yeah, I could do, but I'd rather not splat.
Also,
he could dive off and then swoop, couldn't he?
but also then you're near the floor, and the whole good thing about flying is you're not near the floor.
Oh, right, okay.
Right, so this giant here joins this one, and the two of them get these. Like I said, they have these massive broadswords slung over their shoulders, like weapons bigger than the cartridge around them, and they dig the sword into the ground, and start using them like shovels and pulling away the dirt in the ground.
Oh god, they're looking for rocks. Interesting.
Okay.
Xanhorn.
I imagine I've reached the bottom of the tower by now.
Yes.
So if I exit the bottom there, how much movement have I got left?
You'll just come out of the you come out of the tower because if you think you've got 20, 30 feet of movement, you'll have gone up and down stairs and what have you. So you'll be where you are now. Yeah.
Could I duck around the
Unless
corner
you
and
dash.
see them?
Not from where you are. No.
Okay, I'm going to dash to this corner then. Stick my head round the corner and yell to Cenza, assuming that I can see him from there, because I thought he was on the parapet. But Cenza!
Yes. I could probably hear him.
No pressure, but just a thought. These are giants. Giants are bad. We know some dragons who don't like giants. Any chance of sending some help from Fell?
I'll try.
And that's
done.
Yep.
Benjin.
Right.
I'll duck back round the corner though. Shield myself from the worst of any rocks that might be thrown.
There's nothing in range, is there?
Time to do something about that, I suspect.
Yeah. So he'll turn to Havarl and say, "What do you fancy going for?"
Well. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what these giants are up to, and I really.
Let's head towards the gateway. Right, you've got how much movement?
How big is this wall, Steve? That
it's a good 10 feet.
it's 10 feet high, is it?
Yeah, it's basically protects the carts and that from winds and such like. So yeah, it'd have to be let's say 8 feet tall.
Okay, brilliant. Let's go. I think we should head for the giants.
Okay, right.
Because,
so
yeah, if we head for the giants, then those orcs are going to get bottlenecked as they come through that gate.
right. So you've only got 30 foot of movement. Let's see.
I can ride Patch.
All right.
Would that be cool, Steve? If I mount Patch as he comes past me?
Well, no, because what I can do, I'll just go 30
It would definitely be cool.
You can move 30. And go
It would be cool.
You'd have to use half your speed to mount it. So
Right.
Half my speed.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. So I could walk back to Patch, get on top of Patch, and then Patch can move 60 foot.
But then you've walked back anyway, so a lot of the saving is actually. Which patch are you going for? The little one?
But if he's walked, he can still
if
fire.
I'm going to ride on one of them, either a giant elk or a badger, which one do you think I'm going to go with?
Yeah.
Is the answer badger?
But then it's 20 foot anyway, so you're only going to gain 10 feet.
But you can still fire.
I think it's yeah. Whatever. I will move 30 feet. I'll move 35 actually, because you can still come behind me.
Yeah,
so
good,
I'll
yeah.
move up 35.
Mm-hmm.
So about there. And I will take out. I'll just redraw the crossbow, I think. Hang on, I'm still raging, so I better back down one. I'll take out the crossbow.
Shoot a giant.
And shoot. I'm not going to get a clear shot of a giant.
It's a
no,
giant.
you're right. Touch it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, and he's 100. That's good luck. He's just done. He's 95/. Okay. Let's do that. Reckless attack.
Can you do a reckless attack with your crossbow?
That's what I was just going to read.
I wouldn't make sense if you could do.
You can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with fear separation, blah, blah, blah. Your turn. Melee attacks. Yeah, so no. So it's not worth recklessly doing it. So, normal. And heavy.
No.
Well, that was worth all that bloody talking, wasn't it?
Clink. You
Uh,
do
That
have
should have been one of
bardic
your
inspiration.
questions.
Are you not inspired? Xanhorn will yell from the
Oh,
very
okay.
back.
Yeah. So what happens? I get to roll a D8.
Although that would only push you up to 30. Yeah, okay.
That wasn't worth it, was it?
nope.
A 10.
That is arm class 10.
You just hear some like murmuring in the background, like, what? I should use it.
Bing.
No, it's still missed.
That should have been a question for your podcast. I noticed afterwards. Guys, how do you deal with players who are enthusiastic but ask too many questions?
Keep answering the questions until they stop asking questions, I would say.
Right, they can move another 15 as well because they're all.
I used to ask lots of questions, and now I just ask a few questions, but they're normally really complicated bastard ones that you have to look up for 5 minutes.
Well, just think
Okay.
how bad it would be if I had magic.
Oh,
No.
dear.
The minor
Yeah. At some point, someone will, in case I die, show me out on a character sheet.
Cenza, it's your action.
Is it?
No,
Oh, sorry.
it's NPC.
Oh, sorry. It's NPC. Sorry. She will fire. So I shouldn't. I've moved them orcs up and I shouldn't have, but never mind.
naughty orcs.
Yeah, she fires on a heavy crossbow, disadvantage, and she misses. I would have done 1 piercing damage anyway. Havarl.
I am going to move up next to Benjin with my normalness. I'm going to send the badger towards, whenever I get the ruler, send the badger towards the orcs. And what am I going to do with you? I'm going to send Patch also towards those orcs. Or actually, in fact, they both have to follow the same command. So
Fair enough.
I can't split them up. So they're just on a general command to attack the enemy. So they will just, until they get another one, they will just go towards the nearest enemy and attack it.
Fair enough. Cenza.
Okay, so I cast Sending, and I'm sending it to Falgalos. Falgalos, fire giants attacking Tribor, need help as soon as you can. Champions of Champs. Which is only 15.
Love your work.
You can reply to this message.
Yeah.
So Falgos attacking giants attacking
Tribor.
Tribor.
Fire giants attacking Tribor. Send help as soon as you can. Champions of Chance. You can reply to this message.
Or send stop to 8532.
That's where the message cuts off. Just this incomplete numbers. You don't know how to stop it.
Okay.
And I've flown up to here.
Where's Stampy?
I haven't summoned him yet.
Okay, just curious.
All in good
Yeah.
time.
All in
Okay,
good time.
I
Yes.
You know, the Patch
So
and Stampy show, it's worked so well previously.
Yeah, it has.
Right. The giants continue digging into the ground with their swords, using them as shovels and scraping away dirt.
Okay.
Xanhorn.
Xanhorn's nervous. Xanhorn casts Blink. Because it's a new toy.
Okay.
So, At the end of each of my turns, I will roll a d20, and if I roll 11 or more, I disappear into the ethereal plane. And with that, I charge forward bravely, assuming that it's all going to be okay. So, how far can I get? Assuming the zoom thing doesn't just scroll around the map uselessly, so I can't. There we go.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying, isn't it?
Right.
So what does
30
Blink do,
feet.
basically?
Wow.
We'll let you watch this. We'll see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet. And
Okay.
then I jump, because I expect this to work. I jump heroically, like waving my hands, and then land, still visible on this plane. And I look around me like,
I'm presuming with it being a 1, he literally lands on his face rather than just.
I thought this would be different.
The ethereal plane looks just like the normal plane.
Huh. Well, I'm probably invisible. Okay,
good. That's not a concentration spell either, is
It's
it?
not, no.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Right, Benjin.
Got back round to me already.
Yeah, you actually took the longest to do your turn, to be fair.
And Derek
Right.
said I was an idiot for taking that spell because it would never take effect. I'll show him.
Oh, I'm not close enough.
Back in 2 secs.
I'm gonna move forward. Oh man, how far? You can only do 30.
They're asleep. They're asleep, mate. So don't worry too much about them.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
stupefied. They
They're
won't
the
get
stupefied
unstupefied
ones.
until somebody hurts them, which is
Right.
going to be you, really, isn't it?
Right. Well, I'll move forward. 30, and I might as well have another crossbow go at one of the giants. So let's take the rage turn off. Right. So I will go. Let me just do a measure. Okay. So I'll go for the one on the right, just to try and make sure that I don't hit either the other thing and wake them up. Although they're so high, I should be able to shoot over their head, I guess. But
Yeah, no problem.
But I'll still go for the one on the right, and
That's a
I'll do
hit,
that.
and you do 10 piercing damage.
and my second. Did I forget to do a second attack?
You can't do a second
You
attack with a
can't
heavy
with the crossbow.
crossbow.
Oh no, of course I can't.
We've
No.
been through that.
Yeah.
Can I, as a sort of bonusy? Well, I don't know if it's a bonus action.
No,
but
remember,
I don't know what
you
you called
can't
it.
do a second attack with a ranged weapon, and you can't do a second attack with a heavy crossbow anyway.
No. Oh yeah, of course. So as a bonus extra, can I see if do the giants look like they're digging? Can I see anything about what the giants are digging for or doing?
They're just digging into
They're
the
just
yard
digging.
at this point. Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. That's me done then.
No good can come
Okay.
of this.
No good.
So Doratha will also fire off another crossbow bolt at the same giant. She's going to start running out of crossbow bolt soon. She
I know.
misses. Right.
How many?
Go on.
We've had 4 rounds so far, haven't we?
This is the 6th round.
6.
Which is how many seconds per round?
6.
6.
Oh, I've not taken off some of my range. This is the 6th.
And
Yes, this is the 6th round. Yeah.
Keep
This
concentrating,
spell only
Xanhorn. Keep concentrating.
Oh no, I didn't go into a rage straight away, did I? That's
No.
no.
This is probably the most Xanhorn's ever concentrated in his life.
Havarl.
So can I just check, John? Are these guys going to wake up in 4 turns? 4 rounds then, because they're only asleep for a minute, aren't they?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe we should.
Well, I'm going to come up here next to Benjin, as was the plan, and Patch and Patch are going to engage with these orcs. So I'm going to start with Patch the giant elk, who's going to do a ram.
He never fails that one.
Nice.
What is it they need
No.
to succeed on?
They also need to succeed a DC 14
So it hits
strength.
both of them, does it?
Can he
One
be in
normally.
combat with both of them?
Well, no. I say on the
It's one normally.
it's one normally. Where's giant elk? If I can find giant elk, sometimes it says like all targets within range or something like that.
Oh, it doesn't say anything like that on the. Was it the bio or info?
I'm looking at actually in the monster manual now. Giant goat, giant eagle, giant elk, ram, melee attack hit 1 target. So which one do you want to hit? The one on the left or the one on the top?
I will hit the one on the left.
Okay, so he takes that much damage.
It's DC 14 strength save to not become prone.
DC 14 strength save.
Yep.
Was that?
So he is now prone.
Okay. He's no prone.
Okay, and then the badger
Yep.
is going to get a bite attack with advantage against that self same.
Yep.
Oh,
Sick him!
one damage.
why does he only do 1 damage? How is it?
Nibbling his toenails.
He does 1 damage.
That's it.
He does 1
hit.
damage every round.
Oh yeah, 1d1 plus 0.
Well, at least he didn't roll a 0.
Okay.
More distraction.
Okay, is that all your actions in it, Havarl?
Yes, and then I suppose I will ready myself just in case. Ready for an attack from someone
Okay.
somewhere.
Right, so these orcs here. So one will attack Badger. So let's do the one attacking Badger first. Okay. So he's prone, so he has to stand up first,
He has to
and
stand
then
up.
he does first attack
Yeah, that's going to do 14
That's-
points of damage to him.
to the Badger. So that's the Badger gone. And he swings again. Where's he gone? And does 10 damage to the elk.
Oh.
And then the one next to him also takes 2 swings at the elk. What's the elk's armor class?
It's 14,
14.
actually. It says,
So-
it says 13 there, but
14. So, and then these will move around here. Okay. Cenza.
I am going to move 60 feet and dash here. Just let me double check something. Yes. And it is time for Stampede
come on.
against the Giants.
That's okay.
So I'm summoning him here, which is 60 foot away.
Yep.
And I'm going to use, because I've got my wings popped, part of Radiant Soul. Once on my turn, I can have one of my attacks or spells deal my level and extra damage. So that's 16 damage to it. Wow.
Nice.
Don't know if that's for him or for her.
I'm going to assume that one's the him.
Okay.
So it just does 16 damage. It just does it.
Well, oh yeah, sorry, it rolls 13 to hit. I was assuming.
Oh, right. So, yes, that's a miss. Yeah.
But I'm inspired.
You are inspired.
But you've just said it missed, so.
No. Okay. Yeah, no. Go on. Sorry.
Oh. So what have I done there?
Come on,
So that
19.
is 19. That's a hit.
Yes.
So how much damage have you done total?
So 10 force, 6 radiant.
So a total of 16. It's like playing darts, this is. Okay. These two fire giants just continue to just dig through the ground.
What the fuck are they doing? Xanhorn has no idea what they're doing, but he's nervous.
Have we ever killed a giant? I know we
Have we
last time
fought a
we
giant?
We fought
Is it-
one.
We felled one.
We felled one, and
And
then
by
we had a
we, I
chat with
mean
him.
you.
Then we had a chat with said giant.
We persuaded
wasn't it?
some.
Yeah.
So we made
okay.
him cry, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
There's not a flipping obelisk thing under the ground, is there?
That's what I'm thinking. Give me 6 seconds and I'll be able to find out.
Xanhorn.
Xanhorn is going to. I had some ideas.
Then you fell flat on your face.
Mm.
Xanhorn is going to run. Do we do the disguisey orky thing? Or the runny destroy the fire gianty thing and hope that we disappear thing? Xanhorn's got a new toy. So he's going to assume that it works because he's eternally optimistic. So Xanhorn's going to dash. Full pelt. So where do we get? So 30 feet takes me to there. And another 30 feet takes me to there. Mark that square on the screen.
Hello.
I am going to dash to there. And then heroically, I'm going to like twist in the air, jump and twist in the air, hoping that I disappear this time.
Kind of don't want them to.
Yay! So Xanhorn just completely vanishes from view. Just
Right.
Disappointingly, none of us were looking at that.
So on the ethereal plane, Xanhorn lands, and it's like,
John,
Aha!
you're in some kind of misty version of the real world. So it's kind of similar to what you see in Lord of the Rings when he puts the ring on. But your visibility is limited to 60 feet. So you can only see what's happening basically up to Patch and up to the two sleeping axe beaks.
Yep.
But no one can hurt you at the moment because you're not there.
Indeed.
Benjin.
Right.
Still concentrating.
I hate bastard orcs. So Benjin is just going to move up a couple of feet. And... Right.
Do you get advantage if they're basically incapacitated?
What's the spell you used?
So it is incapacitated is the thing that they've got.
Incapacitate is the actual word they use.
Yeah.
Well, that's if you look at the oh gosh, another name. Look at the conditions on page 290.
An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
And that's all. So there's no advantage or disadvantage.
No, but it is stood there.
So Benjin is going to go up to that one. He'll take out the mount first. He hates all. He'll have a go at the mount first.
Can I just ask a very quick question?
Yeah.
What happens to concentration spells if the caster's no longer on the same plane of existence?
I can still see the things under my effect.
That's fair.
So the words, the spell is quite specific.
But did you have to break concentration to make that next spell?
No, it wasn't a.
No, it's just what happens when he pops out.
Oh, okay.
I just wondered.
Oh! This question's come up. The writers of D&D have answered this one.
While on the ethereal plane, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, which is casting show. You can't see, blah blah blah. You can only be affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane. Ooh.
Jeremy Crawford, who is one of the lead people from D&D, has said Blink does not break concentration as it is not a concentration spell.
Excellent.
Okay.
So one of the gaffers themselves have said so it must be true.
Because I was about to say written as read or read as written.
It would get broken. Yeah.
It would make sense if it was broken because you are no longer affecting things on the same plane. But if they said it was that, I'm okay with that.
The Sage Advice website says it's that, which is it's basically loads of pet questions that have been asked on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that? Sage Advice website?
Sageadvice.eu. It's random. It's easier to find it via Google searches, but it is just them answering. It takes Twitter replies and just puts them all in one place.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, so I've run up to that and I'm like, bastard orcs. And advantage. Yep, recklessly.
So are you attacking the mount or the orc?
Boom. The mount to start with.
Okay, you get your rage damage on top of that as well, I assume?
Yep. So 12. That 23 is going to hit, isn't it?
Yeah. So just 12 damage to that.
And then
just doing one-on-one, Ben. Attack the mount and then attack the rider.
Why is that? I'd rather just have a go at taking it out in one go.
Yeah.
Because, it's Benjin's way. If he's raging, he's just going to swing back again a second hit.
Absolutely.
What was the name of the spell you cast on him, John? Can't remember.
Blink.
No, the concentration spell.
Oh,
Another 14 on the mount.
It was
hypnotic
pattern.
Hypnotic pattern. Yeah, that mount is dead.
How do I want to do this? I'm going to carve. You said it's like an ostrich. I'm going to carve one of its legs off and watch it fall sideways, and just as it's falling sideways, I'll chop its head off. Yeah,
Like it.
that's what we need more. We need more. How do you?
Yeah.
I want to try and be creative.
Right. Doratha is going to fire at that orc over there. She's not got disadvantage anymore. But she misses because she's rubbish.
Sorry, she's aiming at that orc over there.
That one there.
Right, sorry.
You mean the orc that is Havarl?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. These little shits.
Whoa.
Again.
Steve, you're just determined not to let me have my go.
You don't have a go yet. You're later in the initiative.
But I'm... Oh, those guys. Sorry.
Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Oh, hang on. Who the fuck are they?
Flying little fire things.
Where have they come from?
They've been there for a while. Did you not see?
No.
Xanhorn can't see, but...
Benjin can only see 1 mile. Unfortunately, Ben doesn't scroll around the...
There we go.
Oh dear.
Now Havarl.
All right. Let's do patch. Thank you, Steve. Let's do patch next. So it is.
Do any of us recognise what those fiery things are?
If you make a arcane test. Sorry.
Xanhorn's studying from afar.
No, can you see them?
Good point. Nope.
No, probably not. And I
John.
clearly don't.
No, you can't.
I presume you'd have to do it on your turn, would you, or not?
He can't see him at the moment because he's in the ethereal plane.
Yeah. He's just got this feeling that there's something bad coming up that he recognises. And that's as far as it goes.
Okay. Patch is going to do a hooves attack against that orc.
Jesus!
Which one, sorry?
The one he's locked.
Boom.
The one on the left. The one on the left that he's fighting before.
On the left. Okay.
He just evaporated into green mist, I hope.
And that wasn't
he's still
even
going.
critical.
He's still going.
Yep.
It does say, and I don't know what this means. Melee attack, blah blah blah. One prone creature Melee attack 6+, reach 5 foot, 1 prone creature.
Oh, so that means that attack can only be done on a prone creature.
Oh,
Hang on. That's the hooves, yes. The
That makes
hooves
sense.
can only be.
You can stamp on them
oh,
once
so I
they're down.
can't rear up then. Okay,
No.
that's what I thought that was. Okay, in which case
So
I will.
it has to be the ram, but don't worry, it is the same attack roll. It's just slightly different damage.
It's 2d6 plus 4.
4. Do you want to roll 2d6 plus 4?
Oh, how does one
Click
roll?
on the dice.
2.
You-
Yeah,
Click on the dice individually.
Or click the 2 next to the D6.
I got it. Oh, that's really disappointing. After 20 bludgeoning.
That's less good.
And then Havarl himself will he'll come up and stand here next to Benjin and this orc, and he will bring his longsword down on this prone sleeping.
It's not prone, unfortunately, it's just incapacitated.
Oh no, but it was prone because it fell off its mount
True.
when Benjin killed it.
Yes, it would be, yes. Because it would have fallen.
It would have fallen, so it'd be.
Yeah.
I
I think we looked that up before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that, Steve? Okay,
Yep.
cool. Advantage longsword attack. Oh, come on. And my second attack, same thing.
Okay, so you've done a total of 14 damage, yeah?
14 damage in total.
Okay. He's on death's door, that's for sure. Okay, the orcs. So this orc that's attacking you just attacked, Havarl, will stand up and make a swing with his great axe.
I thought he was knocked out.
No, you've just damaged him. You've woken him up.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
As
Okay.
soon as we injure it.
Right. Sorry.
And then the two attacking the giant elk will do 1/1. That's 8 slashing damage to it, which puts it on that. And then the second one.
Did you just adjust this?
Yeah, I just adjust it. Yeah, that's a miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and then the other ones will start. We'll sprint. It's 45. So I get to about there.
Xanhorn sees these like, whoa.
Cenza.
Okay, it is time to channel some divinity, and I'm going to try and read the thoughts of the closest giant to me.
Right, I've just looked at the time. It's 10 o'clock. We might have to call this a night soon.
I'm okay with that. I need to put Logan to bed. He's fallen asleep on the floor in the living.
Okay, so that's a guff. Basically, you need to make a... No, that is the wrong one, you stupid boy. It's that one. So, wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
So attack against who, sorry?
It's not really an attack. It's this one.
Okay, so it's a wisdom saving throw. Where is he? DC 15?
Yeah.
That not work? It didn't work.
Hot damn.
He's made an 8. It was an 8, so...
So, I know it's surface thoughts.
Right. I can read it surface thought for 1 minute. As long as an action, I can end this and cast suggestion on it. It succeeded. Right, so basically what you're saying is you can understand what it's thinking at the moment, yeah?
Yep.
So, it is thinking... It must be here. I'm pretty sure I can feel it. We've nearly found it. If only those things...
Yeah.
Right. And it's ignoring you completely. And it's just concentrating. You know it's just concentrating on the digging.
Right. So I shout out, "We're after another monolith."
Can you stop it? Xanhorn yells and then realizes
6
he's
more
on another
seconds,
plane.
I can try. Oh, yes, I can't hear you, can I?
I presume Xanhorn doesn't hear that.
I can hear.
No, Xanhorn.
I can hear,
Oh,
but you can't
he's within 60
communicate.
feet.
Oh, okay.
But he
so-
isn't, I don't think. No, you are. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
And I yelled that back, but it just echoes around into
Echo.
nothingness. And I'm like, oh, right. There are disadvantages to this as well.
Okay, so as my action, I'm going to bring Stampy up and try and take a swipe at this little bugger here.
Okay.
Spiritual. Oh!
Nice.
And I'm adding in the +6 for my asthma, wingy, flyiness.
It just disintegrates in a glorious glow of radiant light. It just
Yeah.
disintegrates. Right. And fire giants will keep on digging.
Oh, man.
Right. I think we should call it a night there.
Yes.
How
So
are we going to
exciting.
remember where we are?
Right. I think screenshots are plenty and
Screenshots,
things like
yeah.
that. We have been fighting for 6 rounds. We're about to start round 7.
So we've got
make a new page.
3 or 4 more rounds before the orcs wake up.
This is round 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10.
A few more.
Although Benjin will have probably killed them all by then.
Good. That's all part of the plan.
So we're
I don't want
about
to tempt fate here.
round 7.
Okay, so for those watching the
Backing
stream,
up.
if we're calling it a night, then I think we could safely say goodnight and fade out to our faithful watchers. Night, Panda.
Yeah.
And everyone else. I mean, it probably is just her, but
Yeah.
you never know. So next week, the Masters of Fate should be back with another episode. I mean, it's all gone a bit wrong for them.
I believe the word is debark.
Yeah, even
Mate.
for them, it's gone poorly. So join us in a week's time. to
Maybe
see-
Benjin will have an accent in 2 weeks.
Maybe. join them in a week to find out how badly wrong it's gone for them, and join us in 2 weeks to see how horribly we get murdered by various giants, orcs, and fiery things. Or will
See you in
Xanhorn even
December.
reappear? Who knows?
He's a runner, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.